Sports pregame show. Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Our game tonight featuring the New Orleans Pelicans as they go up against the Magic in Orlando. Checking out the Magic, a finals rematch. They better be ready. As the defending NBA champs, everybody's gunning for them, but especially the runner-up. And I'll tell you,
The skyline of Orlando seen here during a gorgeous sunset. Quite a backdrop for our broadcast tonight. We are in Orlando, Florida, as the Magic are about to go into this interconference contest right here, alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, with David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. This is the last stop for the Pelicans before returning to New Orleans, and the continued absence of Julius Randle, the story for them.
Kevin, he went down a few weeks back, and the good news is they're expecting him back shortly.
Now it's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, you remember that Anthony Davis had a growth spurt.
It's all paid off in the long run, though. Thanks, T.A. We have a long season still ahead of us. Smitty, as a veteran, how much did you look to pace yourself as the season was going on, but in particular the early part of the season?
Great question, Kevin. I think you look at it as a veteran, you got to assess the situation. If you got to come out there and I guess push your pace as a veteran because you want a team to get off to a good start, hopefully the younger guys can continue that pace, or you have a team that is going well and they know you need them at the end. It's a tough call for some veterans, and that's why you see the veterans hanging around that can do both.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Here's Money. They get it again. They shoot again. And it's laid up and in by Thompson.
Well, unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
And that's a foul called on Money. That is his first foul of the game. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. Fades away. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Magic taking it the other way and going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And an NBA Finals rematch tonight, and they're the defending champs. Certainly feeling confident.
That shot wide open.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Fires from the line, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And that had to be a defensive mix-up. They know he can hit from that spot.
Yeah, big miscommunication early. They allowed his first point of the day.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Shoots the 3. Thompson with the rebound.
I'll tell you, the defense dodging a bullet right there. That's his shot.
Here's Money. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Takes the 13-footer. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good.
Really strong rebounding on the interior. He gets the easy putback.
Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. From 11 feet away, and that one hits back on him.
Well, this is where he's inconsistent, and that can slow down your team's momentum.
Haston, defended by Harkless. Here's Haston. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
And he sinks the second. Here's Money. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them one or two things that they could have done better.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Sinks the three-pointer. Money's got a couple of threes now in the first with the match.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Dell, defended by Harkless. Frazier outside. Here's Acadia. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Orlando leading by 5. Thompson, high post. Harkless on the wing. And Thompson kicks to Cook. The pass to Mutton. Here's Boucher, and he slams it one-handed.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Right, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time. Fighting to get proper position. Then slamming home the putback.
Sheer hustle and will out there. He wanted the ball more, and he went up and got it with some style.
To the middle, here's Thompson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice lead. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
Refining his skill set inside. You see the work Thompson's putting into his game.
Here's Acadia. No good again that time.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be.
Hard to believe already they're staring at a double-digit lead, and we've just gotten started.
Fantastic effort. Right out of the gate, simply overwhelming their opponent.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Habit, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Well, we're always talking now about the modern super teams, whether they're a good thing or they're a bad team. But the counter is that we've always had super teams at one time or another. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think we've always had super teams, Kevin. You look back at the Lakers with Magic and Kareem and Worthy. Those is kind of like a big three. And you look at the Celtics back in the day with McHale, Bird, Parrish, those guys. I think right now what you're looking at is we haven't seen where MVPs go join other MVPs. That's where it's been a change right now. Now you're seeing the super teams. That's why I think it's changed.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Magic shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. That's good from Cook. So Cook nails both of them.
Taking advantage at the charity stripe like he always does. Terrific touch.
Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at New Orleans. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, there's the Trailblazers, a game and a half out.
And I think for New Orleans, any fears of a regression for them this season have been laid to bed. They're an elite team yet again, and they're poised for a dominant stretch run here.
I can't see them slowing down anytime soon. If anything, I think they'll just get stronger as the playoffs get closer.
It's deflected. It's stolen by Frazier. To the right side. Here's Haston. Orlando grabs the miss. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Mutton. 3-pointer. Nice. 4 for 7 for the floor with that shot.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Dominate on the court, and it's showing up on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
Pass to Frazier. Here's Haston. And again, no good by New Orleans. And it's Cook with the ball for the Magic. It's a 14-point game. Here's Money. Nice D from Frazier.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
I'm not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Especially in this quarter. He's had a few shots that looked like they would fall, but things haven't gone his way.
Money passes to Thompson. Locked up there for Thompson. Hammers the alley through.
A solid athlete, quick leaper. Thompson's always a threat on this play.
Pelicans trail by 16. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
New Orleans moving it around. Right wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Haston. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the Pelicans making a change here. Magic leading by 16. Cook kicks to Boucher. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Strong move at the rim. Overpowers the smaller defender.
The shot, no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. To the paint. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Money. And let's dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast, or do they go right for the juggler?
Timeout call here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Now, Steve, to play in the NBA, you need to be in peak shape. Talk about your diet and workout regimen back when you were in the game.
I would give myself an A+ for workout regimen back in the day, Kevin.
Wow.
And then that diet part, I would say C-.
That was a D.
Yeah, you got it right. I would say a D. I try to give myself a little credit and say C-. I would say I love to see right now the cross workouts right now with guys doing Pilates, yoga, swimming. They're trying different things.
18 feet out. Again, the Magic score.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
You know what? Controlling the pace, being patient, great vision. We're seeing it all tonight.
Fires for 3. And Harkless pulls it down. Magic leading by 18. Here's the lob to the hoop.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against the Knicks in New York. Passes it to Frazier. A steal. And here's the fast break. Cook leading the way. Here's the pass to Money. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stayed consistent with who you are as a team.
Well, sometimes the away game brings guys together. It's you versus the world in that situation.
Off the inbound. That one a little long.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Kicks it to Davis. Pass to Pearson. A three. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. And a big-time jam right there.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And guys, it's working.
They have played physical, they have owned the paint, and they have built up a decent lead here in the first.
Pass to Davis. Knocks it loose. Here's Money. He's guarded by Davis. Passes it to Money. Here is Cook. Harkless on the wing. Now the pass to Money. Now a timeout called by Orlando. Shot from 12. Now that we have the chance to show you the teams in the top of the NBA in steals this year. Number 1, the Magic.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton of pressure defensively.
1:33 left here in the first quarter. Wasted no time on that one. Boucher's got 9 points.
And really, that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
I love when a team comes out and establishes a three-point shot. Opens up the drive for later on.
Now here's Frazier. Defense is right there. There's a minute left in the first quarter. Pelicans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. The Pelicans making a switch here. Morrison's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Money. He's got 17. "50 seconds left in the first quarter of the game."
Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
Pearson passes to Davis. This one for 3, and the 3 ball is good. He's got 8.
That's next level stuff from AD. One of the great scorers in the game. He draws the eyes of the defense and locates the open man.
Boucher kicks to Cook. Pass to Money. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Outside, Davis. Over Thompson.
Tristan Thompson, his wingspan bothering that shot.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Orlando out in front, opening up a huge gap. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Magic here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Hustling on that offensive glass. That's led to a number of second chance points.
A fundamental part of basketball. Taking advantage of guys who fail to block out.
Orlando's gone along perfectly from three-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Orlando, he's got Money. Thompson is out there with Cook. Then there's Mo Harkless, and it's Boucher in at the 4. Poke loose. That's right. Here come the Magic. Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
And he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D. Takes it himself uncontested.
Passes it to Pearson. That one good for 2. 10 points for him.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra pass.
Here's Money. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. From past the arc. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Money. He's got 21. Tries from 7. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And New Orleans gets called for the foul. Smitty, you look at how teams run their offensive sets. Are we in a pick-and-roll era right now, or has the tide shifted away from that a little?
No, I think so. I think we're looking at a lot of teams running pick-and-roll, especially when you have 2 fantastic players involved. It's hard to defend, especially when there's a great talent at the guard spot and a big. Then it's hard for you to switch. But I'm looking at it right now because of spacing, because of the use of the corner 3. We're looking at a lot more pick-and-rolls used at the top of the key versus when I played, we use a lot of side pick and rolls.
And not just smalls given to bigs, but bigs throwing down low to small.
Yeah, and a lot of these bigs are running the pick and rolls, and the guards are setting the picks.
Right. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Akedia, defended by Harkless. Out to the right wing. Dealt. No good on the triple. Orlando leading by 22. To the inside. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Money. First in scoring, first in assists, and he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. It's good.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Very nice stretch from them, but the reason why they're not into this game, they have to get some stops.
Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness and willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Poked away. Down low. And Thompson gets it to go. Thompson's got 8.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. If you look at the Magic, they hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, there's the Celtics, 3.5 back.
And I think for the Magic, they've had just the kind of season you knew they were capable of. I mean, they've got all the talent in the world, but how about maximizing it to the fullest?
That's been the key. This coaching staff knows what their strengths are. They play to those strengths. That's how they've gotten the most out of their talent.
The shot's good. 7 points in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's money. Oh!
We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Thompson with the rebound.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's money. The dish to Harkless. Here's money. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, if you wonder why they're in control of this game, just look at his stats from the field. Solid, solid, solid.
And the Pelicans making a change here. The Magic have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
And the pass to Winston. Pass to Pearson. But Trey. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made 1 since.
Harkless lays it up and in on a nice reverse. Harkless has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Pass to Winston. Over Thompson. No good, unable to end this run. The Magic have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. We've got plenty of great ball handlers in this game, but when you talk about the best of the best, Steve, who comes to mind? Great ball handlers in the league right now.
I think Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry, James Harden, Chris Paul, Kemba Walker, those are some of the names that stand out for me, and those are kind of the guards. But for me, now you're starting to see the Giannis Antetokounmpo, the guys at that size, Kevin Durant being able to handle the basketball. So those names are the kind of the names that stick out for me.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Money passes to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
The developing skill set of Thompson, able to put it on the floor and drive it.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Defended by Harkless. Harkless with the steal. And here comes the break. Here's money. He finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Here's Frazier. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Now let's take a look at the list of players who have been absolutely lighting it up. These are the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. You look at money, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And of course, Tristan Thompson, down a few spots. Another guy that's having a great scoring season.
These two guys are really enjoying themselves right now. It's been a scoring spree for both.
Orlando's gone along perfectly from 3-point range. Tonight they've gone 5 for 5. Shoots from the elbow. The shot, no good. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And the way they matched up in that game, it just seemed like everything fell into place for them.
Pearson passes to Winston. Inside. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
Money passes to Thompson. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. That one falls.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Pelicans have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. And the pass to Pearson. Orlando grabs the miss. Boucher's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Money. He has 29. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Here are the Magic now. Boucher kicks to Thompson. Here's Money. That's tipped. Pick off in midair. Jumps up.
Oh! That's how you attack. Wow.
Agree.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Got a piece of it. Winston. He's covered by Thompson. Out in his own on the break. Here's Money. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
The long arm of Thompson snatches the ball, kickstarts the fast break.
New Orleans has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Winston, he's covered by Thompson. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made 1 of them. Orlando's gone along perfectly from 3-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5. Here's Money, trying to get open as Thompson. Nice D from Frazier. The Pelicans shooting just 39% in the second quarter. Connects from 3-point range. He's got 5.
There was a hole in the defense, and the offense did a brilliant job to get an easy bucket out of it.
Here is Cook. 9 points last game out. Now a timeout called by Orlando. A big group substitution here for New Orleans.
Well, a chance to check out Tristan Thompson here. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 1st in rebounding, 2nd in field goal percentage. And don't forget, top 5 in the league in points per game. He's a premier offensive threat, night in and night out.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Back to Davis. With the steal. And here come the Magic again. Orlando with the fast break.
And that's another fast break bucket. And this is the pace, though, guys, that's been working for them.
They are winning the battle in transition. Look for them to keep pushing the tempo.
New Orleans gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Another steal. The drive by Thompson. Tries again. And it's good on the way in. Thompson's got 17 now.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Another steal. At the top of the key, Harkless. Finish off the break.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Here's Sullivan. And again, unable to change momentum here.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting 34% from the field, that's not going to get it done. To the middle, here's Cook. And the layup's good off the glass. Cook's got 4 this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
They just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their tee the next time.
The defense has to feel real embarrassed right now.
Oh,
yes.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. To the middle. Rebound by the Magic. Thompson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Money. Now here's Harkless. He's guarded close. Shots good by Boucher.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Boucher's gone 6 of 9 from the field. Just 3 misses, shooting a terrific 67%. Tipped away. And again, Orlando running the court in transition.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the Magic running away with it. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks, Doc. What's disappointed you out there so far?
A lot of things. Some of them were a little more turnovers, trying to do too much with the ball, but we didn't show them any defensive intensity. And for us to win, we're going to have to do that.
We'll see if they can pick it up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. Out in front at the half is Orlando. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your take?
They have run their offense straight out of a coach's textbook tonight. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of all that movement, almost all high-quality shots they've generated. It's pretty to watch. Very good fundamental basketball.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, it's no wonder they're getting blown out. No energy, no fight in the rebound battle. Ernie, you got to pick it up. You got to pick it up starting now, or it's going to be impossible to come back. Like the Pythagorean theorem, times 50, times 100, times 50, times 10. Impossible to figure out, Ernie.
And that's a wrap. With the 3rd quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
He's been one of, if not the hardest worker over the first 2 quarters. His tenacity has been the difference.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. So the Pelican 5 right now. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And the layup falls.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
He kicks to Harkless. Here's Money. A second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. Boucher's got 15 points.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
He swipes the ball away again.
And you got to be careful around him.
You know, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far. The Magic have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Harkless hits them both. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Delp. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Money, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Davis. The Magic have gone 6 of 9 at the line. And he makes the first. No good on the second free throw. And here's New Orleans now. They'll be playing host at Toronto for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Ball going up court. Now this has finished the break. Program with force.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And they get it. Got a piece of it. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Money, right on the bucket. Money's got 40 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Here's Haston. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And Thompson kicks to Harkless. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And when you're a guy who plays with great finishers like Thompson has, you have to learn how to distribute.
The Pelicans have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming on the locker with the break. Fades away. And the Pelicans miss again.
Yeah, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And the play looked good there for a second, just couldn't finish.
Well, the pass has to be on point. Then the catch and flush just doesn't work out here.
Drills the three-pointer.
And from beyond the arc, he puts a stop to that 12-0 run by the Magic.
Money passes to Thompson. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Cook. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Okay, it's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
And it's Davis missing.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
The Magic have gone 7 of 11 from the line. First one falls for.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And that's a foul called on Money. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kicks it to Frazier. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Akenia. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
This is what your spacing is designed to do. Find cracks in the defense.
Here's Money. They get it back. And here is Harkless. He's got 13. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Money. And Thompson kicks to Cook. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Cook's got 17.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Lets it go with the 3. Thompson with the rebound, and it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 20-5 run. Money passes to Thompson. Shoots over Frazier. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And that was an easy one there. Just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Here's Akenia. And the 3 off target.
Oh, you can tell he's frustrated to get that good of a look from 3, and he didn't make it.
Here's Money. He has 40. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Ray. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
You know what? When you don't box him out, he will burn you for it. He threw that putback down with the authority.
And it's Cook with the ball for Orlando. Money passes to Boucher. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Look at that.
Nice. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And that was an Unleashed Chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim. Poked away. One-on-one here. Here's Money. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Just relentless. Really impressed with how they've been able to maintain that focus.
When you have a huge lead, it's easy to get sloppy on offense. They haven't fallen into that trap.
Out to the right wing. Off the mark, and the drop continues.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
It takes an effort on both ends of the floor, and you have to find the right matchups to exploit.
That shot misses. New Orleans has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. To the inside. Here's Delk. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Nabbing another steal.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end. And it's blocked. And here we go with the Magic fast break.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Here's Delk. And it's off the back rim. No good.
No one near him. That's one he's got to hit. One he usually hits.
And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Acadia. And no good. The try spell continuing for him.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
It's good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. These are the top distributors of the basketball for the last 10 games, as shown on the 2K leaderboard. When you look at money, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. And, of course, Mo Harkless. He's another guy that knows how to get the ball to his teammates in places that make them successful.
It's made the fans of both those guys, I think, extremely happy, seeing the way they've been passing and sharing the ball lately.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Monday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic.
And for that game against the Hawks, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Pass to Morrison. Here's Haston. Cans it from downtown. He's got 8.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Here's Money. He lobs it up. The Pelicans shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Beyond the arc. And got it. Another basket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Another steal. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. So it's the Pelicans now. Tipped away. To end the run. The putback. No good on that one. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Pass to Harkless. That one goes in. Harkless has got 7 points for the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Count the basket. 54 points for Money.
He's been unstoppable here late, trying to shut the door and turn the lights out.
Down low, again, New Orleans turns it over.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Harkless. Second in three-point field goal percentage, third in steals, and he's in the top 5 in assists per game as well. He sees the floor and makes the game easier for his teammates.
And back to your point, he's second in three-point accuracy. A lot of that has to do with mental toughness. It's just hard to force him out of his comfort zone.
Seems to happen every season. Thompson adds a little something more to his offensive repertoire.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Knocked loose. And again, Orlando running the court in transition. Harkless the pass to Money. 1:07 left in the third quarter. Passes it to Sullivan. Over Thompson. And again, no good by New Orleans.
No one on him. He committed to fading away. Probably could have taken more time with that shot.
The shot by Harkless, no good.
And that can't happen. Missing the wide open chip shot.
There's 39 seconds left in the third. Here's Haston. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Cook with the ball for the Magic. The pass to Money. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, no, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Pass to Morrison to the left wing. Here's Vujanic. And the miss. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Magic out in front, just dominating this one. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
Most of their points are layups, second shot. All right? That's just hustle. That ain't anything other than hustle. And then on the offensive end, we got to move the ball. We got to play right. All right? Come on, play right.
He's sounding less than impressed with his team's defense so far.
Yeah, it needs to be better for sure, Kevin. They've got to make the other team work a little harder when they have the ball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Mo Harkless, Money out there with Cook. Then it's Thompson, and it's Boucher in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. We know a lot of NBA players take how they've been rated in a video game to be personal. You've made digital appearances during your career. Did you ever have any issues with the rating?
No, I didn't. And I think now these players grew up in this generation with video games. So, yes, they take it personally. They understand, and they're playing these games while they're in the NBA. So a lot of them, just like the media is all over them, they want to have a say-so on how good they are, even in a video game.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Sullivan, he's covered by Thompson. To the inside. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
I mean, clearly not on the same page right there. You hate to give away possession.
Here's Money. To the paint. And Thompson throws it down.
And this is where Thompson likes to get his touches, right at the basket.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Ball's knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Kicks to Davis. Looking to end the run.
I'll tell you, he just hasn't been able to get it done on the offensive end. It's kind of dragged down the team.
Pass to Mutton. Magic moving the ball around. And another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Pelicans shooting 28%. A rocky performance for them offensively. And another steal for him.
And he's small. Well, the pace, the big plays they're making, this is a statement run right here.
Hard to remember the last time they've missed. These guys are having fun right now.
Passes it to Davis. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Money's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To the left side wing. Taken away. To the inside. Over to the wing. Here's Pearson. And the Pelicans miss again. The Magic have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Back to Cook. The pass to Harkless. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Morrison. Out left of the wing. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Fast break. Here come the Magic. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, terrific pick. Then kicks it right ahead, turning defense into offense.
And on the other side, that's an annoying miscue. Total lack of focus.
Pass to Davis. Lead away. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. New Orleans has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Another steal.
Good hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Pass to Pearson. They need this one, and the layup is good.
Soft interior defense. You know he's going to be aggressive.
Orlando, they've gotten all 8 of their shots in the fourth quarter to drop. Truly remarkable. And that one is good. And that's 21 points for Harkless.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
When you look at today's NBA salary, Steve, do you feel the responsibility to learn financial management falls mostly on the players, or should the league do even more to help them find out about what they're going to do with all this money?
You know, I think it's the responsibility of both. I think the Players Association, also the NBA, and I think organizations as well. I think you look at it, we're all involved to get a chance to help these youngsters. It's not easy for a 19-year-old, 20-year-old to become a millionaire overnight. That's just not something that you're used to, and handling that, it has been a problem for some players in the past.
Here's Thompson. Here's Boucher. He's guarded by Davis. Inside, here's Money. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Davis.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
Boucher with the rebound. Magic shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense. Harkless with the bucket.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Got a piece of it. Nabbing another steal.
And you got to be careful around him.
You know, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And the Pelicans shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. When we look, Steve, at big stats like double-doubles, triple-doubles, are we becoming too enamored with that versus how it might affect winning?
No, I think we're always going to have those double-doubles and triple-doubles. I just think right now when you look at it, so many more possessions in games. That's why we're having guys average a triple-double or having more double-doubles. But you also give those guys credit. The game and those players, they're just better right now, and they're more equipped to be versatile. But I do think we still got to keep the emphasis on winning. When a guy can get a triple-double and win versus in losses or double-doubles or any kind of stats, I think that should be a category of his own.
The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Money. Goes up on the high post. And again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. He's got a clear path. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Extended the lead. This has been a great year for him offensively.
Kicks to Frazier. Here's Delk. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
I'm not sure if he was trying to show off or what, but when you're that open, you got to go straight to the basket. The fadeaway was clearly a bad choice.
Here's money. Lobbed up there for Thompson. And an incredible alley-oop jam.
And really the story of the half. One team shooting it lights out. The other, the lights are just out.
You know what? It's two competing philosophies. One team playing it close to the vest, the other.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Steve, looks like we may not have any more sleeved jerseys anymore. As you look back, is this the end of an era or the end of an error, a mistake?
Either way, I am happy, Kevin. I just didn't like the look.
I am too.
And I couldn't imagine being a player being able to try to shoot the basketball with sleeves.
It made no sense.
Not at all. So I'm looking forward not to see guys wearing, I would call it T-shirts.
And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. I don't like to see this.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
I just hate seeing this, but no need to jump the gun. Let's see what it turns out to be.
And the New Orleans Pelicans with another turnover here.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
So it's Orlando now. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Thompson is doubled.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Leaner from distance. That misses off the backboard.
Made that shot a little harder than it had to be. No one around him. Just rise straight up and drill it.
Pearson passes to Frazier. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Wow, and this is his range. Maybe he was too wide open.
Takes the 13-footer. It's hauled in by Frazier. Frazier's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. There's only the Basketball Hall of Fame that is shared among all basketball organizations, Steve. Do you think there should be an NBA Hall of Fame?
You know, Kevin, I do. I mean, I love the way we've done it, and obviously it's been successful. But, you know, the Basketball Hall of Fame is your entire body of work. And I think sometimes we don't understand that that's from high school, college level into the NBA, whereas you know, there's some guys are making it because of that, and there's some guys getting slighted because of that. So I do think one day we should just have the NBA Hall of Fame, just like the NFL.
Floats one. Here's Pearson. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
That was very tight defense. He tried to force the layup anyway. I think that was a questionable decision.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Has his man, just misses with the pass. Not sure what happened on that play.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter. New Orleans has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Akedia. That one goes. Count it. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the middle. Here's Cook. Softly drops in the float. Cook's got 25 points in the game.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what has turned out to be a monster win here for the Magic.
2 times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for money.
His array of talent on full display. Picks up the triple-double, really takes ownership of this game. I thought that made the difference for them tonight.
6 to shoot. Here's Thompson. That one wide left. Right wing. Frazier outside. Here's Haston. And again, no good by New Orleans.
You know, he really is forcing it right now. This has been a frustrating night for him.
Boucher passes the money. Down low. Boucher kicks to Thompson. Passes it to Cook. Here's Boucher. Frazier covering. And there's the pass to Money. And he double clutches and throws it down.
And this is the kind of deficit it would take a miracle to overcome.
I think this hometown crowd agrees with you. They are fired up about it.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
What planet I'm on? Feel like king, look, watch the throne. Feel like one yeah. Steady, cause it has it, yeah. I'm ballin' hard just like a man.